Okay, so the band's gonna be our friend today. We're gonna take that band, nice and flat, and lay it halfway down your shins, or actually just straighten your arms where it is the band hit. So I want you to just gently press down into your band and zip up your spine taller. Take a nice big inhale, and on the exhale, take your chin to your chest, push your belly button back, and feel like you're rounding your spine. Gently press into the band to lift you up taller. Inhale. Exhale, draw the chin to your chest, scoop the belly and round. One more. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, lower it down. I'm going to slide my hands a little closer to my mat, but not touching the mat. From the back of my armpits, I'm going to push down that band and return. It's really tiny. And I press. And as I press down, I scoop that belly in strong. Arms are straight. I press down and return. And I exhale and inhale. Two more. We press it down. And one more. Press it down. And then keep it tight against your shins and zip up that spine nice and tall. Take the band behind your toes. Try to have the toes inside the band, not going over top of it. And again, I'm going to have my arms reaching long. If you need more help, walk your hands further down, make the band tighter. I'm going to take it to a C curve, chin to chest, belly button in. I'm just going to round. I'm not going to touch the mat yet with my lower back. I'm coming back. Then I'm going to come back up and stack my spine. Exhale, chin to chest, scoop the belly, relax the shoulders, relax the shoulders. So here is not relaxing them, right? Let them drop. There we go. And inhale up. Keep those knees soft. Exhale, chin to chest, scoop. One more. Use your core. If you need help, use your band. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale. Now hold it right here. Chin to chest, push that navel back. I'm going to come up an inch and then back down an inch. So instead of thinking up, I want you to think in the belly button going in. So I'm moving. My shoulders have to be resting to that rib cage. There's no tension in my upper body. It's my core working. It's warming up. And we go for 3. Give me 2 more. And 2. 1 more. And 1. And let's zip it back up for 4 and 3. Now bring those arms parallel to the floor. If your band's too tight, slide your hands further towards you. The arm closest to me is going to pull back. We're going to sit taller. Follow that elbow. And then bring that arm back out. Other arm. I'm going to follow that elbow. The other arm stays straight. And I bring it back up. Grow taller as I inhale. Exhale, center. And we inhale. Exhale, center. One more each side, please. I'm bringing the water out of that rib cage. Good. Make sure you're not leaning back. And one more. I inhale. And I exhale. Connect your heels together. So I'm making a V with my feet. I'm going to lay all the way down. Make sure there's room behind you. And I'm going to zip those legs straight up. My elbows are down. I want you to soften your knees. Bring them towards your shoulders. And then straighten and lengthen those legs back up. I'm going to inhale as my knees bend. Exhale. Feel like you're trying to push the ceiling up with your feet. Inhale. My back is nice and heavy. And it gets even heavier as the weight goes up. Belly goes down. Inhale down. Exhale up. Now when I cue things, keep moving, like eyes to belly, lift up your head. If you're new in Pilates, I would suggest you keep your head on the mat for this class. And lift up. And we'll do one more. I bend my knees. And I lift up. Reach those arms straight. Slide your hands down until they're equal to your hips. And there's still tension on the band. My legs are pressing up straight. Shoulders are relaxed. Arms are reaching long. I'm going to take my chin to my chest. You don't have to lift your head, but everyone's going to pump their arms like we're tapping water. Okay, so if you're brand new to Pilates, let your head rest on the mat, and let's breathe. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. I want to hear the breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, feel that navel scooping deeper to your spine. Make sure your neck has no strain whatsoever. And we're breathing. You are more than welcome at any time to put your feet down on the mat instead of having them lifted. And I'm moving my arms from that armpit muscle, not my shoulder girdle. And I inhale through the nose, don't forget that. Exhale through the lips. You got 2 more to go, stay strong. Inhale and exhale. And last one, inhale and exhale. And let your head come down. I'm going to walk my hands further up that band again. And pull my elbows back down. Keeping the legs straight, keeping your back heavy on the mat. Lower the legs to 45. Bend your knees in towards your shoulders. Keep your tail heavy and zip the legs back up. I'm going to inhale, draw it in. Exhale, zip it up. Lengthen the legs, scoop the belly, and reach. 3 moves. I go out. I come in. I zip up. I inhale to exhale. Let's reverse that. Bend your knees. Push those legs out. Inner thighs connect. Zip them straight up. Bend your knees. As I push out, I squeeze my glutes. My belly lifts those legs back up. Drop those heels. Bring it up. Bend those knees. Inhale to exhale. Bend those knees. Push out. That belly's got to go deeper. And last one. Push out, lift up, and bend. I'm going to rock myself up and press my legs straight out. Yes. Walk your hands further down. Flex your feet, sit taller. Palms are turned in. Pull those elbows back and return. And I inhale, good, and exhale. I want you pulling that belly in and up. Sit so tall that you're holding the ceiling up from the crown of your head. But never bring those shoulders up to your ears. Relax. I inhale. I exhale. 2 more, please. I inhale and I exhale. And 1 more. I inhale and I exhale. Now I want you to take your band and crisscross it. Now I'm going to reach forward by my ankles and grab onto my band. So I'm forward here in a little C curve. My head is heavy, shoulders are melted. I'm going to start to lay back. Tuck my tail. I'm only going to go halfway back. I'm tucking, I'm tucking, I'm tucking. And I'm going to bring myself back up in this rounded position. Do not have tension in those shoulders. Melt them to the rib cage. Inhale. To exhale, right here, my back should look like a C, the letter C. Scoop back up and over. And again, bring it back. Exhale. Inhale, up and over. And 1 more. I'm going to exhale. Hold it here. Slide those hands further down and connect your knuckles. So I felt like I engaged my biceps by pulling my band in. So my knuckles are together. Yep. Then I'm going to twist towards the screen and come back to center. Twist away from the screen. So that band is help holding me up. I'm going to inhale, good, to exhale. I feel like I'm wringing that water again out of that rib cage. And I rotate. My elbows are straight line, but they're in a diagonal. Inhale to exhale. 1 more each side. Remember, the band is helping hold you up. I shouldn't feel strained to my back. I inhale. I exhale. Start to stack your spine back up. Nicely done. Take that band off. And I want you to grab onto your gliders. So depending on where you are and how much space you have, you may need to maneuver yourself around a little bit, okay? So I'm going to take mine out here. I want your knees to be bent and the soft side should be facing down. So I have my feet on my gliders and I'm going to take my hands behind my thighs and I'm going to lay down. My hands are going to stay behind my thighs. I'm going to draw my chin to my chest on an inhale. Find that lower back. Exhale, and start to press those gliders out. And my hands stay behind my thighs. And then just bring it back in, bend, and then roll it down, hands behind your thighs. Yep. And let's try that again. Draw the chin to your chest. Inhale. As I'm coming up, I'm going to press those gliders out. Pull the knees towards you. Melt your spine back down. Always have the hands behind your thighs. And again, eyes to belly. Inhale. Push out as you're coming up. Good. Bring it back in. Tuck your tail and melt. Now you have another option. Harder, arms come up. You don't have to do that. Eyes to belly, inhale. As I'm coming up, I'm going to push those gliders out. Here's my roll up. Yep. And then slide it back. Bend those knees and come back down. One more time. Eyes to belly, inhale. Press out on the exhale. Hold it here. Grab onto your ankles and bend your knees, but keep yourself in this C shape. Take just one leg, press out. Belly's going to scoop in. From the back of the thigh, bring it back in. The other leg takes out, then it pulls back in. Right heel bends, out. Drive it back in. And the left, remember, opposition, belly's going in as you come out. Now let go of the ankles, stack that spine nice and tall. I'm going to take both legs out. Draw in from the back of the legs and the belly. Inhale. And if you need support to your back, your hands go behind your thighs. I lengthen, I inhale to exhale. Stay light on those gliders. Inhale and exhale. Give me one more here. Inhale and exhale. Now, I want you to keep your right hand where it is. And I want you to start to press the gliders out, and your left arm is going to keep going as far as it can go, and then slide it back in. So now my left arm stays. As I press my legs out, my right arm goes, and I bring it back to center. Let's breathe. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Try to get those legs all the way out there and the spine even taller. And one more. I inhale. And I exhale. Take your feet back onto your mat. And let's take our flat band again. I'm going to place it behind the right toes. So make sure all the toes are inside that band. Then I'm going to draw my elbows back towards my rib cage. And I want you to lengthen this leg, and as I lengthen it, my belly is going to pull in, and then bend that knee again. Kick that leg straight, good. And there's opposition in this move. As I kick my leg out, my belly's going in. So hold this leg here, and we're going to slowly tip that teapot. We're going to lay all the way down. Yes. You want to feel a nice little stretch, that hamstring. Let your elbows come all the way down. Shoulders are relaxed. Your neck is relaxed. The back of your head is gently pressing into the floor. And I want you to take this right leg and turn that kneecap slightly away from you. Beginners, back issues, bend the left knee and have that foot flat on your mat. And make sure it's pressing into your central line. From the core, I'm going to take this right leg towards my left. Come down and zip up the center. And we inhale. Now, how can I make this harder? I can take my eyes to my belly. It's inhale, exhale. One more. And now let's reverse it. Away, zip up, lift. Inhale, exhale. Press longer into that band. Don't rush the movement. And one more. Good, and then place that head back down. Now your free leg that's not inside the band, from your core, lift it straight up towards the other leg, and then bring it back down with control. Lift it up, lengthen it long. Lift up. Next level, you can take your eyes to your belly. Now as I'm bringing this left leg up, I'm going to reach my right leg towards it, and then separate. So you're going to meet at 45 and then separate. You don't have to do this variation. 2 more. Inhale to exhale. Inhale. Hold it here. Head down. Bend your left knee and place that foot inside the band. Take the other leg out. Rock yourself up. Good. Okay, do we make it? Anybody have strains in their backs? We're all good? Okay. So we're going to kick that leg again like we did with the other side. Okay, so our elbows pull back. Now I'm going to kick this leg for a 1. Bend it back in. Squeeze your booty. Melt the shoulders. 2. Hold this one here so it's pressing long into that band. Tip that teapot. Slowly come back. Gently, gently, gently. And we're going to stretch the hamstring. Now, if this is too much for your hands to pull, loosen up a little bit. Now, if you're new, back issues, I would bend my right knee. That's going to stabilize that lower back a little bit more. So we're going to take that left kneecap and turn it away from our central line. Put a bowling ball in your torso so it can't move. And we're going to go towards the right side, down around 1. Inhale to exhale. Next level, you can take that chin to your chest. But if your head is up, the base of the shoulder blade is the only thing left. The entire shoulder blade's off that mat. 1 more. And now let's reverse it. Inhale, exhale, pause. Round 2, come up. Please make sure your pelvis is staying still and your lower back. 2 more. And 1 more. I'm going to place my head down. I'm going to take the free leg, it's not inside a band, from my core. So push that belly button deep. Lift up to the other leg. And then lower it down with control. Lift up. Lengthen down. Lift up. Next level, you're more than welcome to take the eyes to the belly. We lift up and down. So I'm going to add on, as I bring my free leg up, the other leg meets it, and I separate. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Both legs are reaching long. And last one. Great. Head down, bend your right knee, and have 2 feet back in your band. I'm going to loosen up my band so I can fit my Pilates V. So my heels are turned in and my toes are turned out. And I'm going to pull those elbows back down. The legs are going to go down for 3 counts and then bring it up for 1. I want your pelvis to stay still. I want the lower back to stay on that mat. So if you can't do that, don't go as low. Next level, eyes to belly. Inhale, 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 exhale. Keep your tail heavy. Zip it up. I'm going to do 1 more. I'm going to put my head down. I want you to bend your right knee and then straighten it back up and connect heel to heel. So I've got 1 foot with the band, 1 foot without. Okay, so I'm going to do down, down, down for 3 counts. And then my legs are going to separate and circle back up. Now you have 2 choices with your hands. You can put both ends in your left hand with the right arm to your side, or remain with 1 end in each hand. Here I go. Down, 2, 3, circle, come back up. Inhale, 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 exhale. Make sure those heels are still turned in. And let's reverse it. Go to a V. Slide down. Connect those heels. Squeeze your bum. There is so much going on. I can't even say it fast enough. Yeah, I'm trying. The back is heavy. The glutes are firing right here. The belly brings it up. 1 more. I inhale and I exhale. Okay, switch which foot's in the band. Good. So I start connected. My heels are connected in my Pilates stance, yes? Belly's still heavy. Shoulders are relaxed. Elbows are down. I can put both ends into my right hand or 1 end in each hand. I lower, 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 open up to a wide circle, come back up. I lower, 2, 3, left goes left, right goes right. Inhale, inhale, Inhale to exhale. Make sure the lower back is safe. You want to make sure that pelvis doesn't go rocking and rolling. Now go down, down. I'm going to reverse it. Open, push down, connect those heels, zip up. If this hurts your lower back, can you make your circles smaller, please? I'm going to inhale to exhale. One more. Inhale to exhale. 2 feet in that band. Feet are parallel. Rock yourself all the way up. Tip your teapot and sit up. Do we survive that? Okay. So we're going to do some bicep curls. I'm going to soften my knees. I'm going to flip my palms. They're facing the ceiling. So I was like this, holding my little handlebars, and I just flip my hands. I'm going to take it to a C curve. I'm tucking my tail, melting my spine, pushing my belly button in. My knees need to be bent. I'm going to curl for 1. If this doesn't feel good to your back, you can sit taller. Okay? You don't have to C curve. Belly though is working, whether you're C curved or straight up. Arms go all the way out, and then we curl back in. And we curl. Now, if you want extra credit, I'm going to take my right knee in, then my left knee is going to drive in. And crunch. Take your time so you've got time to get those feet situated. And 3. Good. Little marches. 2. 1 more. And 1. Press those legs out. Pull the hands back. Keep pressing them back till they're straight. Bring it back up. Try that again. I'm going to take my head forward, arms press back. Bring it back up. Try that again. Head comes forward, shoulders go back. Come back up, and last one. I start to straighten those arms. My head comes forward, my belly presses in. I bring it back up, and I release. Okay. If your knees and hips allow you, sit crisscross on your mat. Now I'm going to take the band behind me for hug a tree. If you need to, straighten your legs out versus sitting cross-legged, okay? We never want to slouch, so that puts too much pressure on that lower back. So I'm lifting my rib cage away from my hips. My band is to the base of my armpit. I'm pinching my band with my thumb and second finger, and my palms are facing down. On an exhale, I'm going to push out. I don't lean into it at all. I inhale, stretch. As I push slowly out, my belly is going in. Exhale, inhale. Make sure you're not craning that neck. So you don't want to feel any pressure in that neck. Feel like you're almost giving yourself that double chin, right? Gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah. And we exhale. So as you're pushing out, then go growing taller and maintaining that tall spine. Just 2 more. I push it out, and I come back in. And last one, I push it out, and I come back in. Take the band now underneath your seat. I'm going to zip my legs back out. So I want you to really flex from the hips, so I'm not leaning back at all. If anything, I feel like I'm more forward. So I'm in my Pilates V with my feet, and I pointed toes. Slide your hands along the band so you can bring it right here by your armpit. If the band's too tight, you won't be able to do that. So you slide them up until it's like a guitar string. Try to maintain this tall spine, okay? Palms face forward. My fingers are in a diagonal. And I'm sitting so that band's behind me versus in front of me. Do you want to put it behind your butt cheeks? Yep. On an inhale, I'm going to do a shoulder press diagonally up. Slowly lower it down. Get your head straighter. Lift up and circle around. Now go taller in your spine. And zip up. Inhale. Now what's going up is I'm going down my spine. Lift up. Circle. If you want to do it without the band, that's fine too. Zip up that spine, neck in line. Exhale. Straight up, inhale to exhale. One more. Crease those hips. Lower those arms straight down. Bring them straight back up. And then release. Okay, let go of that band. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to go back onto my gliders. So they're already set up for me. I'll go in my diagonal. If you guys have more space, you don't need to go diagonal. You can go in front of your mat even. Yeah, you can go in front of your mat. We don't have that space over here. Okay, so I'll do modified first. So I'm going to come down to the base of my shoulder blade. I'm going to reach my arms and legs long. I'm going to circle and come in. Arms and legs reach long. Circle, drive those knees back in. Modified, maybe I only come to here. And then I come back in. Okay, so I'm not going all the way down. I come here, then I come here. You guys can come to the base of the shoulder blade. Circle those arms. If there's space, drive the knees forward. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale. Give me one more. Press it out, lengthen, scoop, and drive. Nicely done. Okay, come off of there. Now I want you to straighten your left leg and pull that right leg towards you. So I'm going to put myself in this like little suitcase. And I'm going to start to come down. I'm going to start to come down to the base of my shoulder blade. I tip this other leg up. Now take your hands behind your head. If you need to, bring this straight leg all the way up. That will take pressure off your back if need be. So I'm going to take my left elbow across to that right knee. I'm going to switch legs. Hold it here. Stay high as you switch. So when I switch, I'm not coming down like this and then coming up. I want you to keep those shoulders off the mat. Switch and switch. Exhale, my head is supported with my fingertips back here, but my abdominals are holding my head up. One knee's pulling in strong, other leg is reaching long. And don't forget to breathe. One more each side. Get that lower back heavy. Back to center. Release and hug those knees in and gently rock side to side. Nicely done. Okay, rock yourself up. Take your legs as wide as your mat. Grab onto your band and hold it out chest height. It's okay if it's bunched up. We don't need to be flat unless you want to pull it apart a little bit. I'm going to hold this band slightly wider than my shoulders. Now, if sitting tall like this is not cool for your lower back, you can roll up your mat and sit elevated a little bit. If you got a jacket, sit on top of the jacket. All right, so we're going to pull this band apart. My chest meets the band meets my chest, and I bring it back out. Relax the shoulders. Let's breathe. Inhale, feel like the chest is going through a door frame. And then exhale, relax the shoulders. It's about squeezing those posture muscles in your back while you stretch the front. 2 for 1. Inhale. Exhale. Gorgeous. Now let's all try to get our necks, though, a little bit in line with the rest of our spine. I can tell who was working today, who was on a computer today, who was driving a lot today. Yep. And just give me one more. Use your breath, please. Inhale. And exhale. Release that band. And reach those arms now parallel to the floor. Now pretend like you are up against an imaginary wall. I'm going to inhale up. On the exhale, your head's going to come off the wall, then your shoulder blades, and I'm going to stop when the middle of my back is about to leave that imaginary wall. Now your arms shouldn't go downhill, parallel to the floor. Now suck your belly in, pinch your seat, and lift up from the belly, not your back. Up tall, up tall, up tall. Now we exhale again. Do it in the order. Head, shoulders, stop mid-back. Pull everything in, lift from your core. Feel that core working so hard. One more. We'll exhale forward. We inhale up here. On the exhale, open your chest more and pull those arms out like a T. So you're going to twist and face me. Here's our inhale. On the exhale, saw off your baby toe and get that arm behind you and look at it. Pull yourself up from your core. Shoulders are relaxed. Twist facing away from me. Exhale, keep those feet flexed. Come up from the belly. Inhale. Squeeze your seat. Twist, twist, twist as far as you can twist. And I twist a little further when I look back at that hand. Inhale up. Twist, twist, twist. Keep those feet still. Exhale. I'm going to add on just a little bit of a bigger stretch. So I'm going to come up. I'm going to rotate. And when I saw off my baby toe, I'm going to see if I can grab onto the side of that foot. And keep pressing this one back. 1 more inch. Breathe. Bring yourself back up. Rotate other side. Exhale. See if you can grab onto the side of that pinky toe. And then pull this back arm back. Just 1 more inch. Bring it back. Zip it up and release. Okay. We're going to do a cat-cow with our band. So you're going to take that band behind you, base of your armpit, and we're going to come onto our hands and knees. Is everybody doing okay? I didn't hear anything from this side of the room. You guys okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. Now you're going to choose how tight you make this band. If I hold it real close to my body, it's going to be a lot for my hands to hold, okay? So my spine is level, my shoulders are over my wrists, and my hips are over my knees. Behave. Okay, so we're going to stick out the seat, arch the back. Do you feel that band kind of weighting you down? Right? Watch your shoulders. Now you're going to reverse it. Instead of the band weighting you down, you are going to press up against that band. Yes. Okay. Inhale, control it. Don't let it catapult you down there. Look out in front of you. Then chin goes to your chest. Scoop the belly, round the spine. Inhale, shoulders are mounted. Exhale, scoop, press. Head is heavy. Give me 1 more. I love it with the band. Inhale. Exhale, scoop, scoop, scoop. Come back to neutral. I'm going to sit back into a child's pose. My hands are going to come back with me a little bit because a lot on my wrists and my hands. Yeah. So weighted child's pose. Just press into that band with your back. Round the spine. Stay active in your core. Then come to a high kneel, please. If we're not okay on our knees, you can also do this standing up. And it's okay if you're the only one. Stand up. So my legs are 1 fist width apart. And I want you to feel like everything in the back of your body is pushing forward. Take the band, shoulder width, chest height. So nothing should be sticking out. So if this is you, you gotta pull it in. I'm gonna pull that band down to my thighs, press through, and then return it back to chest height. Do that again. Inhale, pull it back. Exhale. Your neck should be in line with your spine. Pull that belly in deep. Feel your hamstrings and your glutes holding you there. Bring it back up. You got to breathe. You will feel so much better when you walk out that door if you breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the lips. Can you give me 1 more? Now I'm going to inhale and exhale. And if your knees allow you, I want you to sit back. Keep that band tight. Okay, now we all know what that C curve consists of. It's tucking the tail, pulling the belly in, right? So watch me first. I'm here, like we just sat back. Chin to chest, scoop the belly. I'm coming up just here. And then coming back down and keeping that shape. So don't go downhill with your arms, guys. Parallel, yep. Now scoop your heels and your glutes in a straight line. Sit back down. I'm going to give a little tug on my band as I come up. Just a tiny little tug. I'm starting to sweat. And try that again. Just a couple inches. Inhale. Exhale, release. Can you do 1 more? Inhale, not too high, guys. Don't get on your knees. Exhale and release. Okay, band goes down. So I'm going to have to angle again because there's no room in front of me. You're okay. You're okay. You guys are all okay right in front of your mat. I got to angle. You guys are all okay. Go in front. I got to go sideways. Okay, so this is Swan. Boy, I'm really close to my screen. Hello. Okay, too close of a shot for me. All right, now my belly button is pulling in. My arms have all this space in front of me and my hands are flat on my gliders. I'm going to not lift my head and chest yet, but I want you to slowly pull the gliders towards the crown of your head. Can you feel your shoulders going down your back? And then reach long again. So all I want you to do is moving from that shoulder blade. So shoulder blade's kind of going to go down the back, then it's going to stretch back forward. Let me watch you guys for a second. Slide the arms back from not bending, but from moving the shoulder blade. One more. Shoulder blades glide down, then press them back out. Okay, so bring those shoulder blades down again. Now I'm going to start to lift up my chest, and my head's along for the ride. I'm squeezing my seat. I'm coming up. Here I am. Exhale, come back down. Yes. Make sure you squeeze that booty. Shoulders connect to your back. Lift up your chest. Squeeze your butt. Pull that belly in. Inhale on the up. Exhale. Try to keep those hands light on the gliders. 2 more, please. Shoulders roll back. I lift the chest. The head's along for the ride. It's connected to my body. Exhale. Pull your navel away from your mat as you come down. And 1 more. Inhale. Slide those shoulders down, feet flat, feet flat. Now I'm going to add on to this, okay? So just my left arm, I'm going to do that same thing. I'm going to start to lift, but my left arm is going to go to the left. I'm going to follow it and then bring it back down. Do you guys have room? And then the right side is going to slide. I'm going to slide without my glider on this one. And I bring it back out. I know, it's always a space challenge. And then my left, slide it, bring it back out. And then my right, so when I can't go any further, I just let go of my glider and just take my arm back. And then I pick up my glider again. 1 more each side. If you'd rather do it with 2 hands, like the first way, that's fine. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale. 2, exhale. Bend those elbows, hands go onto your mat, and we're going to stretch back into a child's pose. Keep the spine rounded so the core stays active. Good. Okay, so my next set is going to be a little forearm plank. So I'm going to turn this way, and my gliders are going to be behind me. So you're going to have, turn whichever way you need to, but your gliders need to be behind you. All right, so my forearms are going to come onto my mat. And I want you to reach out 1 leg as long as it will go. Press off your mat, squeeze your shoulders, but the blades are flat. Slide the other leg out there, and now I'm in a forearm plank. If you need modification, your knees should be on the floor. I'm going to take my right leg, and I'm going to slide it out a little bit and come right back in, inner thighs. My left leg will slide out a little bit. Don't go crazy on me. Bring it back in. My right leg slides out a little bit. Bring it back in. Left leg, inhale to exhale. You're going to reset and take those knees to the mat whenever you need it. And I slide it out. I bring it in. 1 more each side. Slide it out. Bring it back in. Last one. Then I'm going to bring both knees to my mat. Flatten my feet and stretch back. That wasn't so bad, was it? Yeah. Thinking about it? Okay. And then release. Okay, sit on your butt. And we're going to do some shoulder bridges with slides. So you guys have room in front of your mats, you're fine. So if you have room in front of your mat, put your gliders there and take your seat to the very edge of your mat. Okay? And I'm going to go into a diagonal again. All right, so I'm having trouble with my gliders today. I can't figure out which way I want to be. My feet feel like they're sliding off one side. We'll try it. Okay, so your butt's to the edge of your mat, and you're going to lay down. All right, so my feet are completely on the glider for now. Arms are to your side. I'm going to tuck my pelvis, okay, and lift up into that bridge. Yep. And articulate, come back down. I think I can do it this way too. Keep moving. And I'm going to bridge up. Are you cramping your hamstrings? Okay. Don't cramp your hamstrings. Put more into your glutes. And then come back down. I think I'll be okay this way. And again. Bridge up. And then come back down. Let's add on. Articulate up. Stay up. Slide your right leg out. Come back in from the back of the body and the core. So I feel my hamstring working. Yes. Inhale. Exhale. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure that core is working. No cramping hamstrings. One more. Inhale out. Exhale in. We're going to articulate back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen those legs. Let those hamstrings stretch. Yep. And then come back in. Okay, we're going to do another bridge. So instead of articulating this time, we're going to move up on one count. Lift up your booty. Slide the right foot out on the second count. Count 3, come back in. 4, lower down. Other leg, up on 1. Slide out left, 2. Pull it back in, 3. Lower the bridge. Everything lifts up. Hips open, belly in deep. Slide the leg. Come back in. Drop it down. Do it again. Lift up. Slide it out. Bring it in. Drop it down. Inhale. Exhale. Can you give me one more? Of course you can. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Take that right leg straight up. Grab behind it. Give me a little stretch. Cross that ankle over your quad. Pull that thigh towards you. Yay. Nice little stretch. Take that foot back down. And the other leg lifts straight up. Grab as high up as you can. Relax the shoulders. Sink that back. Cross it over that ankle. Knee is pressed away from you. Grab behind that other thigh. Pull it towards you. Nicely done. And then 2 knees hug in, hands behind the thighs. Can you rock up and balance for me? Balance, balance, balance. Hold. Shoulders down. Belly in and up. See if you can take one hand off the thigh. Add the other. Stay where you are to make it off my mat. Hold. Whoop. Now, if you want another challenge, zip these legs up like a teaser. And then bend back down. Squeeze the booty, pull the belly in, and bring it back down. 2 more. Inhale, zip. Exhale down. And last one. Inhale. 2, exhale. Feet down, and just slide them out and reach for your ankles. Gorgeous. Use your belly, stack your spine back up. Okay, smooth these off to the side. And we're going to come onto our side. I want you to grab your band again. So I'm going to roll this back out. And we're going to grab that flat band, and we're going to put that flat band. First of all, we're going to come onto our side. So you guys want to be exactly how I am. My head's going to go to this side. So everyone's head goes over here. Don't lose me yet. You're almost there. You only have like 10 minutes left. All right, so best you can, band flat. Try to have all your toes inside the band. Come onto your side. Line yourself up with the back edge of your mat. Okay? So a couple ways you can support your head. You can have your elbow bent and propping your head up here, or you can lay all the way down on that arm. Okay? So I got my ends in one hand, my top hand. I'm going to slide my legs to the front edge. This bottom rib cage right here should be nice and light on that mat. I'm going to pull my ends towards my center. And I can either have my knuckles off the mat or I push down, but I want this to stay solid. I don't want it moving all around. I'm going to prop up my top leg to hip height. Yep. Keep that belly pulled in. Now swing this leg forward and then give a push, and then swing it back. Give a push. And exhale forward. Inhale back. The neck should be relaxed. I should be looking straight ahead. Don't lean back at all. Keep hip over top of hip. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale, exhale. Now stack those legs. Take your top kneecap to the ceiling. Lift this leg light as a feather. Now I work and I resist. Heel on top of heel. Inhale up. Exhale, lengthen. Make sure those top shoulders connected to the back. Give me one more, please. Now trace your inseam. Zip this leg up. Reach it long. Be careful when you trace your inseam. You don't go too far and lose your band. Slowly come up. Reach long. One more. We inhale. 2. Exhale. Let's reverse. Come up. Bend. Now slide that heel until it touches the other heel. Lift up. Bend. Slide it out. One more. Lift up. Now take your top foot, hip height. Both feet are facing the same direction. Round to come up. Round to come up. Round to come up. Round to come up. I want you to feel your belly moving this leg. I'm making circles. I'm brushing sand off my bottom foot. And now I want you to reverse. Back around up. Around to come up. Squeeze your seat. Keep that bottom rib cage light. And 3, and 2, and 1. Sit up. Take the band around. Just take your other foot in. Take that foot out. And now I'm on the other side of my mat. So lay along the edge of your mat. Don't fall off of it. Don't fall asleep. 2 different ways you can prop your head up. Remember, the elbow can hold it up, or the arm is long and heavy. Slide the feet towards the top edge of your mat. These hips have to be stacked. I pull that band towards my navel, and I pry my top leg hip height. Flex your foot. Now swing it forward, and then give a push. And then point back, give a push. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale. My hip is flexing. It's extending. My belly is pulling in here. My glute takes it back. One more. Don't forget to breathe. Now stack your legs. Top kneecap rotates to face the ceiling. Let it go up. Now here is where I work. I scoop. I lengthen and strengthen. Inhale up. Now what's that bottom leg doing? It's pushing down as I lift this leg up and my hands stay still. Shoulders relax, so is my neck. One more. Now that kneecap still faces the ceiling. Now draw that knee in, lift up, lengthen it long. Draw it in, lift up, reach it long. Inhale to exhale. Let's reverse it. Bring it up. Bend. Get all the way to the heel. Inhale to exhale. One more. Use that breath. Now take your feet parallel. This top leg is hip height. I circle round to come up. Round to come up. The more I push long into my band, the better my muscles are lengthening. And 3, use your belly to move this leg. 2, 1, reverse. Inhale, exhale. Melt the shoulder. Squeeze that bum. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And stay where you are, but release the band. Shake it off and roll onto your stomach. Okay. Swimming. We were just talking about that today. I said to somebody, people don't like to do swimming. I know, it's not easy. Okay, so let's do it in steps. I'm gonna keep my head down for a second. My belly button's pulling away from my mat. My shoulders are connected to my back. My legs are reaching long. I want you to lift up your right arm, head and chest, left leg. Go. Hold it. Lower it down. Now left arm, head and chest, right leg. If it's not lifting, it's pushing down. So when I'm lifting my right arm, my left arm is pushing down. My neck is staying in line with my spine. I inhale, and I exhale. Now hold this one up. If you can keep your head and chest lifted, switch hands, switch legs. Pause, switch, 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 and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3. One more set. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Stretch back, scoop the belly, round the back. That go okay? Good. All right, so I want you to take your knees a little bit wider. Connect your heels in a Pilates stance. Reach those arms out further and push out to a plank. Now, if you need a modification, you can lower to your knees, right? You can even stay in a child's pose and keep stretching. Hold this here if you're able. I'm going to lift my right leg just a little bit. My left heel is going to flex, flex, come back home. Left leg lifts, my right heel flexes, back, come home. Lift up, my shoulders go away from my wrists, then they're back on top of them. Lift up, boom, boom, nice. Come to your knees and stretch back. I'm going to flip my palms up just to release my wrists. You can also take the arms behind you. Okay, mermaid. So we're going to come on to our side. You're going to mirror me. I'm going to grab onto that top shin. So if you can't sit up tall and your knees are this close, separate them and bring that arm up. This elbow is pointed out and I'm zipping up that spine. We're going to inhale, side stretch. Exhale, let your obliques hold you up. Now come onto your forearm. Try to keep the hips and the glutes pushing down. Use that oblique to bring you back up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. Grab on. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, hold the balance. And then we're going to stay here for a second. Wrap the hand around your head. Pull the elbow down. Retrace your steps and bring it back up. Hands go behind you. Keep the legs together as you sweep it around. Keeping those connections all intact. Grab onto that back shin. Zip up tall, shoulders melt. Remember, you can separate these legs as much as you need to. Grabbing onto that shin is going to be leverage to pull me over on an inhale. Exhale, hold the balance. Onto your forearm. Keep the heels connected with the glutes. Use your obliques, use your breath. Hook on, inhale. Exhale, hold. Last one, up and over, inhale. And exhale, hold. And release. Okay, grab onto that band, swing back around. We're gonna do a quick stretch here. We got 2 minutes left. We're gonna take that band behind the right foot. Just the right foot. Make sure you got room to lay down. Bring it all the way down and bring this leg straight up. Pull the elbows down. You can bend the left leg if you choose. That's fine. I want you to feel that stretch in the back of that leg. If you want more of a stretch, inhale first. Exhale, pull that leg a little closer towards you. Keep the shoulders and neck relaxed. Now put both ends into your right hand. Straighten out your left leg. Pull that right elbow down. And take your left arm out like a T. Put a bowling ball on your left hip and let this right leg float away from you, out to the right. I want you to keep pushing into that band. This hip has to stay on the mat. Pelvis doesn't go with you either. Bring it back up. Now put both ends into your left hand. Pull your left elbow down and extend that right arm out like a T. I'm going to look to that right arm as I take my leg across my body. Now don't take your butt off yet. So get the eye. Sorry, I should mention that first. I know. So first the IT band. Hello. Then if you want, you can peel off that mat, but keep that right shoulder on the mat. So now it's more about stretching the spine. Bring it back up. Put one end in each hand and put the left foot in the band. I love your facial expressions. Okay, so my left foot's in the band. I can have my right leg bent. That's fine. If you want more of a stretch, we inhale, and on the exhale, we can pull it closer to us. Relax the shoulders. Now put both ends into your left hand and pull your left elbow down to the mat. Right leg is straight. Right arm goes out like a T. Put a bowling ball on your right hip and let this left leg plop over to your left. You can only go as far as the right shoulder and the right hip stay against that mat. Everybody with me? Feels good. Now bring it back up. Put the ends into your right hand. Pull your right elbow down. Left elbow goes out. Now I'm just going to take this leg towards my right, but keep the hip and the back down. Arm is still out. Now I'm going to look away from that leg and let it go away from me. But keep that left shoulder on the mat. I'm looking away from that band leg. Bring it back up, one end in each hand, 2 feet in the band. You can be parallel or a V. I'm going to reach as high up as I can go, pull those elbows down, and we're going to stretch the tendons. We're going to flex those heels and then point the toes. Relax the shoulders, keep your elbows on the mat, and I'm going to point. Ooh, did you hear that? That's my ankle. Anybody else making noises there with your feet or your ankles? It's all good. It felt tight today. I think that fixed it. Keep the belly engaged. Keep the neck relaxed. Shoulders down. Give me 2 more. Last one. Give me 1. I'm going to frog those knees in. I'm going to let my band drop off my feet. I'm going to take my knees as wide as my frame and pull my knees towards my shoulders. Nicely done today, kids. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. And last time, nice and deep. Inhale, fill it up. Exhale, let it go. Legs back together. Rock yourself up. I'm going to sit cross-legged. Hands are going to walk forward. Just walk them forward. Head is heavy. You can breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the rib cage expand. Feel your back expand on that inhale. And using your core, bring those hands back up. Give me a nice big inhale. Lengthen your spine. Now as the arms go down, grow taller for 4 and 3 and 2 and done. You made it. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Woo!